Good morning. Alrighty, welcome. Hi, I'm Kelly. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to my home studio. Today's class, we're going to do a hybrid yoga practice. We've been doing this type of practice for a couple of months now. I'm really enjoying it. Today, we're going to do stations. So we'll have two moves that we'll do, one after the other, and we'll go back and forth, and there'll be 8 rounds of that. We've got 5 stations that we're going to work in. This class will last for 40 minutes. If you need to leave at some point, at least get 20 minutes of the practice in, and it'll be a great stretch. And throughout the program, I'll share with you some tips about why yoga and strength training really works well together. It's pretty intuitive, but it's worth discussing. All right, so come to your mat and grab your strap and reach your arms in front and slide your hands down the strap. Maxwell, and here's Maxwell. I didn't introduce you. Come here. Good morning. Sit down. Good morning. All right, so I want you to have your hands pretty wide. Reach up and stretch overhead, and then sweep forward and come all the way down and tap the front of the hips. Then reach up, stretch overhead, reach back a little bit further. You may slide your hands just a bit, straighten your wrists, and then reach over, tap the pelvis or the belly, reach up, soften your knees. Now go a little bit further, reach up and over. And then one more time, reach. And then up and over. Now cinch up the strap just a bit and bring the hands like about right underneath the shoulders. And I want you to rotate, turn the palms forward right here. You may have to widen the grip just a little bit. Turn the palms forward, feel your shoulders externally rotate, abs contracted, then turn the palms facing back. Turn the palms facing in, and then the palms facing back. So this first part, this first set or station is using the strap. Turn your palms forward, and then palms facing back. So I'm really hugging the arms in and turning my palms. I'm adding resistance by pulling the palms away from each other or holding the strap strong. All right, relax. Now reach up again and stretch overhead. And you can widen your arms a little bit wider than your shoulders. Now reach your arm over to one side. Opposite arm is straight up. And engage your shoulder right there. Pull it down. Pull the shoulder blade down. Reach the arm back just slightly. And then center up. Let's change sides. So reach the opposite arm just back slightly, and then opposite arm up straight. Right there. Pull back just as far as you can. And then inhale, reach up. Other side again. Reach to the side. Opposite arm straight up. Reach the arm back. Stretching the shoulder. Reach up. Other side. Reach down to the side. Opposite arm straight up, and then reach back. And then center. And then relax. Now let's bring the strap behind your back. So hands hip width apart. I'll turn around. Shoulders back. Relax the shoulders down your back. In other words, you don't want to be up here. Lower down. Turn your palms facing your body. And then turn your palms back. So just notice the shoulders, encouraging shoulder strength and mobility right there. Articulating the hands, adding torque to the movement by twisting, and then leverage with the strap. Turn in, and then palms facing back. Do that again. Press into your feet, abs contracted, and then relax. So working with the strap still. Slide your hands, shoulder flossing, reach up overhead. Then bring the strap behind your back all the way, very slowly. Tap, reach up and over, and tap. Soften your knees, reach up, abs contracted, bring it behind, reach up. So one of the first tips to point out about strength training and yoga is it encourages mobility right here and stability in the body. More so because you're not only working the major muscles, but you're working the smaller stabilizer muscles. Reach up and over. And up. And then release. Relax your shoulders. So now, strap in the hand, right here in the hands. Pull apart. Reach up. And I want your hands to be exactly hip width apart. So lean over to one side and keep your hips straight. Don't pitch the hip out to the side. Just lean over, feel the side body stretch. Relax your shoulders. And then center. Reach over to the other side. Right there. Straight arms, straight as you can get them. If you're not working out or doing practice with a mirror somewhere that you can see your body position, then you should do that. Next class. Strength training and yoga, it's helpful. And then release. Shake it off. All right, so let's get rid of this. We got two more things we're gonna do. Reach up, eagle arms, reach the arms sweep in front, clasp, tap the back of the shoulders, and then cross the arms the other way, tap. Now hold, keep that, notice what arm is on top, because we'll do the other arm next. Then turn your fingertips up, and then circle your arms around. Eagle arms. It's okay to do this, but try to do this. Reach up, elbows up, pointing forward, and press into your feet and lean back, lean your shoulders back just a bit. And now pull the elbows in towards your torso, right there. Stretch the upper back muscles. Inhale and reach up. And then center, open up the arms, stretch out to the sides, and then sweep and cross. Sweep and cross. Touch the back of your shoulders, sweep, cross. One more time on each. Now you should have the opposite arm on top. If not, change it, right? And then point your fingers up, cross your hands, lift the elbows, relax your shoulders. Then reach the fingers up, soften your knees, point your elbows forward, kind of lean back just a little bit. And then pull the elbows in towards your torso, right there. Inhale, lift. Exhale, and then lower. Do that again. And then center up. And reach the arms out. Nicely done. All right, shake it off. Let's come down to the mat. Station number 2. We're going to do a little bit of core work. And you may use your weights right here. Remember, we're doing 2 moves, and we'll alternate the moves. 8 rounds. All right, so lower down all the way to the floor. And bring your legs up. Knees bent 90 degrees. Place your hands on the floor, tap your toes, right and then left. And pressure back to the mat. Tap, tap. Reach the toes. Now reach a little bit further away. Notice the difficulty changing, a little harder. Relax your shoulders, palms on the floor. Tap, tap, tap. 2 more. 1 more. And then set your feet on the floor. Grab your light dumbbells. So press the weights into each other. Feet on the floor, head flat on the floor. Reach the weight over your head and tap right there, over the head, and then lift up, and then do a chest fly. So elbows out. You can keep your elbows slightly bent, and then lift up, and then reach over. So core work right here, lift up, and then out to the side. Now let's add another little, or increase your effort. So weights right here in front of the chest, lift up, do a crunch, straight arms up, lower, and then out to the side. Reach up and over, rib cage pull over, lift the weights, crunch, lower, and then arms way out to the side. Excellent. All right, place the weight on the floor. Legs up. Place your hands behind your head, elbows back. And now I want you to tap your toes again like we did before, but now with your hands above and your fingertips behind the head. A little more difficult to press the back to the mat. Engaging your core. Now I'm going to reach the toes a little bit further away. And now adding a little intensity, bring your right elbow to your left knee and then your left elbow to your right knee and keep the tap going. So kind of like bicycle with knees bent. Touch, touch, touch. Reach across, touch, touch, across, reach, and you're done. Set your feet down. Grab your light weights. So I have 5-pound weights, you guys. You could go with 3s. So nothing really heavy right here. It's not a strength building session, but just recovery with a little bit of strength. Reach the weight over and touch overhead, and then lift up, and then reach out to the side. So with lighter weight, your range of motion can increase. Reach up with a little bit of weight, and then adding to that, more breathing, more fluid breath, and reach out. Now let's add the crunch. After you do rib cage pull over, reach up, crunch, lower, arms out, bring it together, reach over, up, crunch, lower, out. One more. Reach over, up, and then crunch, and then out. Place the weights on the floor, and hands behind the head. So now we've practiced this. Now do a tap to the floor and elbow taps the knee. So a little easier, right? So if you increase the lever, or the lever, which is the legs right here, reach the legs out straight, then it makes them more difficult. If it's okay with your back and your body, keep that going. Otherwise, tap the toes to the floor. Touch your elbow to your knee. Touch. Reach. Reach the legs. Stretch them out. Touch. Do one more on each side. And you're done. Place your feet on the floor. Grab your weights. So now start off. Reach overhead. Reach straight up. Crunch. Lower down. Chest press. Reach overhead. Reach up. Crunch. Pinkies out. Elbows slightly bent. Reach over. Reach up. Crunch. Lower. Pinkies out. Bring it up. Reach overhead. Crunch. And arms out. Over the chest. Reach over the head. And do it again. Up. Crunch. And reach out to the side. Squeeze. Reach overhead. Do it again. One more time. Up. Lower. Reach. Together, and you're done. Back to tapping your toes, hands behind your head, and start right here. So just tap like that. You can lift your head up right here, shoulder blades up, same thing. Now do that twist, so turn the body, elbow to knee, tap your toes, and then longer lever of the legs. Extend the legs out straight along the floor right there. Across, across, slow and controlled, reach, reach, elbow to knee, reach, reach, reach. Touch your elbow to your knee, reach across. Keep going, reach. And then set your feet down. Nicely done. One more. Grab your light weights. And then we'll get into some flow. Reach the weights up straight. Feet on the floor, reach overhead, touch, and then up straight. Go ahead and crunch right there, lower and out to the side. Reach overhead, make that a fluid motion. Now that we've done it now 4 times, reach, out to the side, overhead, pressure back down, crunch, and then out. Right there, reach overhead, right in front of the chest, lift, and then to the sides. Reach overhead, press the back to the floor, crunch, and then out to the side. Again, reach, crunch, last one, and you're done. All right, cross your legs and roll. Place your weights on your mat, right there. So come up into plank. I have my hands on my dumbbells. There's a flat part on my dumbbell, or flat side, so it makes it stable. If you don't have that, then I suggest you put your hands down. Now lift your hips, downward facing dog. Plank to downward facing dog. Right there, push the floor away, plank to downward facing dog. So now I'm going to show you an option. I should have shown you this earlier, but if you need to, put your knees down and go into child's pose, and then a plank on your knees right there. We'll do that again later. Nicely done. All right, child's pose for a moment without holding your weights. The second part, a little bit harder, guys. Hands on your weights or on the floor. I'm quite comfortable with my hands right here, so it works for me. So we're going to go Chaturanga, lift back up, then downward facing dog. So here's the thing with Chaturanga. I want you to do it right. Let's do it right here. You can put your knees down. Here, I'll do it with you. Knees down, Chaturanga, elbows bent 90 degrees. Lift up, downward facing dog. The key to Chaturanga, or one of the main points, is to hug the elbows in to the sides and then lift back up, downward facing dog. Whether you have your knees on the floor or your legs straight in a full plank to Chaturanga, lift, downward facing dog. And then set your knees down, child's pose. Now come up. Second part, if your hands are getting sore, you can always put your hands on the floor. Let's do it this time actually without the weights. So tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So the first exercise or the first move is a rolling down dog to plank right here. Press into your fingers, downward facing dog. Reach the heels towards the back of the mat. Do that again. Pull in your abs, round up and over, plank, flat back, downward facing dog. Do that again, plank to downward facing dog, plank, downward facing dog, plank, and then downward facing dog. Set your knees down for a moment, child's pose. Reach your arms to the side of your legs. Inhale and then exhale. Reach your arms forward, come into plank. Here's where a series of basically push-ups. So shift forward, hug your elbows in. Chaturanga, push back up, downward facing dog. Set your knees down if you need to. If you're feeling like you can't hold your body, your posture straight, then set your knees down. Lower and then lift. Downward facing dog. Plank, hold, chaturanga, push your fingers down, downward facing dog. Let's do one more. Press your index fingers into the mat, your thumbs into the mat, downward facing dog. Set your knees down. Beautiful. Plank, child's pose. Now let's do the rolling plank to downward facing dog. I'm going to use my weights right here. They're shoulder width apart. So plank to downward facing dog. And then plank. Now, you want to have your inner arms slightly turning forward or facing each other, right there. So you're kind of waxing, I call it waxing off, or energetically rotate out. That adds torque. And you know, when you add torque, you add energy and you add strength to the position right there. So I'm energetically turning my hands out. Plank, downward dog, knees down, reach your arms to the sides of your legs, put your forehead down for just a moment. Open and close your hands, and come up. So here, I'm going to use my weights. You can put your hands on the floor if that's more comfortable for you. So plank, chaturanga, lift back up, downward dog. Maybe you need to widen your hands just a bit. Shift, and then lower, chaturanga, abs in, push, lift up, downward facing dog. Do that again. Plank, stabilize our muscles working, core muscles working, and your larger muscle groups, the shoulders, the lats, the pecs. Squeeze the thighs, and then lift up, downward dog. Knees on the mat, child's pose. Open and close your hands. All right, so rolling downward dog to plank. And remember, you can make this a knee plank to child's pose. So that's your option. Knee plank, and that's a core strengthener right there. Downward dog. Don't bend the elbows, just come forward straight up, straight arms. Look forward whenever you come into that knee plank or full plank. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Plank, downward dog or child's pose. And plank, downward dog. Now the last one of this station, move your weights to the side. We're going to use them for the next station. So in this station number 3 of 5, come into plank. Set your knees down if you need to. Lower down, chaturanga. Now come all the way down to the mat. Put the top of your feet on the floor. Lift up your chest away from the floor. Look forward. Cobra. Then tuck your toes. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Shift forward, plank. Lower down to the mat. Cobra. Move your shoulders back. Abs in. Press your feet into the floor. Exhale. Downward facing dog. All of those cues protect the spine. Shift forward, plank. Let's do it again. Lower down. Press your feet into the floor. Abs contracted. Shoulders back. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Station number 4. Step forward with your right foot. Place your weights on the mat beside your foot. Now grab the weights. Use your leg. Lift the body up. Right there. Set your heel down. Warrior 2. Shoulders back. Here we are, finally looking up. Body up. So I want you to position. Get the knee over the ankle in the front. Press this foot down. Curl your biceps. Then bend your elbows out to the sides. Reach the arms straight and then lower down. Do it again. Curl, elbows up, straight out, and then lower down. Again, curl, elbows up, straight arms, and then lower down. Curl, arms, straight arms, and then lower down. One more time. Lift up, straight arms, 3, 2, 1. Look over at your forward foot. Place the weight on the floor. Lift up your left heel, downward dog. Lift your left leg up. Look forward, step your left foot forward. Spin your heel down, left side. Our left leg forward, shoulders back. So static hold with the legs. I want you to lift up your waistline, straighten your hips, your weights, shoulders back. Do a bicep curl and then a delt lift and straight arms long lever lift and go down 3, 2, 1. Curl your biceps halfway. Elbows bent to the side, delt lift. Straight arms go down 3, 2, 1. Again, curl, delt, lateral arms lowering down. One more time, curl, delt, arms long, 3, 2, 1. Look forward, weight beside your foot, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, right foot forward. Set your left heel down, lift up your trunk or your torso, your chest. Open up, warrior 2. Shoulders back. Curl your biceps, elbows out to the side. Reach the arms, lower down, 3, 2, 1. As you hold the position, press into your feet. Integrity in the lower body, integrity in the upper body with movement. Press into your forward foot, lower down, again. Half curl, elbows side. And I want you to pay attention to the position of your elbows and shoulders. Reach and then lower. Nicely done. Look over at your foot. Hands beside your foot, or weights beside the foot, downward dog. Lift your left leg up, step your left foot forward. Heel down to the mat, lift the body, press into your feet. Glue your feet down into the floor. Position your shoulders over your hips. Half curl, elbows side. Reach the arms long. 3, 2, 1. Curl halfway. Elbows out. Arms long. 3, 2, 1. Do it again. Halfway up. Delt lift. Straight arms. Press into your feet. Watch that forward knee. Don't let it sneak in. Keep it pressing out. As you reach the arms. 3, 2, 1. Half curl. Reach out. Straight arms. 3, 2, 1. Here's a curl. Reach out. Straight arms. Lower. Look forward. Hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. Make sure you're on the flat end or flat side of the dumbbell. Lift up your right leg. Step your right foot forward. Lift up all the way. Warrior 1 or warrior 2. Curl. Reach elbows to the side. Arms out. Go down 3, 2, 1. Half curl right there. Elbows to the side, so that's a shorter lever. Longer lever. Then 3, 2, 1. Now the energy in my lower body, my legs, is by creating torque, by kind of spinning my forward foot out, right there, filling the inner thigh, reach, lower down, up, reach, and lower down. Look forward. Let's go to the other side. All right, there. Get your dumbbells set. Downward dog. Left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Spin your heel down and lift up. Press your feet into the floor. Shoulders back. Lift your waistline. Find your belly. Knee in the front over the ankle. Do a half curl. Elbows out to the side. I don't think Maxwell got much sleep last night. He is zonked out. Half curl. Elbows to the side. Reach out. 3, 2, 1. Half curl. Delt lift. Reach the arms. 3, 2, 1. Feel the forward leg. Feel the back leg. Reach to the side. 3, 2, 1. Look forward. Hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. Let's change it up. Lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Spin your heel down. Warrior 2 right here. But so grab the weight right here. Palm facing up. And so your palm is the direction that you're moving in. Reach up and over your ear. And then place your forearm on your thigh. Reach the opposite arm over the ear. Right there, side angle, straight side body. Notice what I did right there. Look up here. So reach up and over your ear. And then side angle right here. So don't see the waist. Straight sides. Reverse. This time I'm going to reach further, and I'm going to use my dumbbell as a prop right there. Bring it up and reach. Dumbbell as prop. Reach up straight. Now look at your foot. Let's change sides. So hands on the floor, or weights on the floor, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Spin your heel down. Lift up. Shoulders back. Shoulders back. Now reach up and over. Here's your reverse. Abs in. Press your foot down. And then put your forearm on your thigh. Reach the weight straight up. And then over the ear carefully. Draw the shoulder back. And then reverse. Reach. Side angle. Maybe you reach down for the floor. Use your dumbbell end as a prop. Reach. Bring it over and touch. Reach the arm. One more time. Look down at the mat. Weights to the floor. Downward facing dog. Walk to the front of your mat. Move your weights out of the way. Lengthen. Halfway up. Grab your blocks. And then stand all the way up. Inhale. Lift up your right knee. Hold your blocks like this. And if you don't have blocks, you can hold your light dumbbells. How about that? All right, so right here, then bring the knee to the side. Now reach up and over, and then touch. Tap the floor right there. Lift up your knee, right here, flex your foot, knee to the side, and then tap right there. Lift up your knee, whoop, wobbly, knee to the side, then keep reaching back behind you, reach the leg, tap your blocks or your weights, lift back up, and lift your knee. All right, let's change sides. So working on balance with some movement, shoulders back. Lift up your left leg, left knee. Adding torque to the posture, knee to the side. That opposite side contracts. Lift up and over, hold your blocks or your weights like this, and then tap as you bend your knees into a kind of an eagle pose, but don't cross the toes behind. Lift up, knee to the side, reach over, and then tap. Now this time, lift up, reach out to the side, reach out behind, right there, and then tap the blocks to the floor. Straight leg, lift up, bring your knee forward, and set your foot down. Very nicely done. All right, so let's go back to the other side, And we'll add on. Hold your blocks. Change your grip to this height, right? So lift up your knee right here, right side, knee to the side, integrity to the posture. Then reach back behind and tap the edge of the blocks to the floor right there. And then lift up, lift your knee out to the side, cross over, chair, or eagle. Lift your knee out to the side, reach out behind, straighten your leg as you reach your dumbbells or your blocks on their side right there. Lift up. If you don't have blocks, guys, go and get some blocks. They're cheap. Reach over, tap, and they don't go bad. You'll have them forever, unless one of your pets gets them. Set your foot down. All right, shoulders back. Lift up your leg. Let's do eagle legs first. So first reach to the side, engage the glute over there, and then reach. That glute stays engaged. Tap over on the other side. Reach up and out and around. Reach the leg back behind. Straighten the leg. Tap your blocks or weights. Lift up right here. Out to the side. Then go over the other leg. Tap. Lift up. Out to the side. This time reach back. Blocks to the floor. Flex your foot right there. Straighten the right leg. Bend your knee. And set your foot down. Nicely done. All right. Grip like this. So it's a little shorter height, reaching for the floor. So a little harder, right? But more stable on this side. Okay, so lift up your leg, knee to the side, squeeze the glute over there, tap over, eagle, legs, lift up your knee, bring it out to the side, reach out behind, reach out, and bring those blocks to the floor. Now, add on, foot to the floor. You're going to turn on its side, and then reach the left arm up, side plank, propped up. Block on the floor, look between your blocks, press into your left foot, lift up your right knee, and then tap over, knee out to the side, reach out behind, blocks flat on the floor, set your foot down, go to the edge of your foot, side plank, and maybe you can stack your legs. Step forward, grab your blocks, and lift up. Lift your knee, set it down. Other side. Eagle legs first, so knee to the side, glute engaged, reach up and over, tap, lift up your knee, extend the leg back, right there. Blocks, set your foot down, go to the edge of that left foot, turn your right toes to the long side of the mat, reach up, place your hand, look between the blocks, press into your forward foot, lift your knee, out to the side, eagle legs, tap over, lift up your knee, out to the side, reach out behind you, reach, right there, set your foot down, then the edge of your foot, if you feel stable, right here, reach up, stack your legs, side plank, step forward, grab your blocks, and stand up. And you did it. Nicely done. One more. So lift up your left leg or right leg and out to the side. And then cross over, eagle, lift up. We'll do right side and then left side. Reach back, out to the side, out to the back. Hands or blocks to the mat, foot to the floor, edge of your foot. Side plank, right there. Lift up your leg, step your left foot forward, and stand up. Opposite side. All right, left leg. Bring it up. Right here. Changing sides, out to the side. This is your left. Bring it over. eagle, lift up, out to the side, bring the leg back, blocks to the floor, press your hands flat, foot to the floor, turn to the side, reach, stack, step forward, grab your blocks, lift your left knee. Excellent work. All right, so let's do it again. One on each side. Right leg, knee to the side, up and over, eagle legs. Lift up your knee, out to the side, and reach out behind you. Blocks to the floor, legs straight. Set your foot down. Go to the turn, so the left foot's forward, and then stack, reach, leg up, step forward, and look forward and step in. Other side, left leg up, knee to the side, up and over, eagle legs, lift up, lift your knee, bring it to the side again, reach behind, all the way back, blocks down, set your foot down. Now you're going to turn the opposite direction, reach up, and then stack your legs, step forward, and stand. Move your blocks out of the way. Inhale and reach up. Nicely done. Last station. Exhale. Let's see. Oh, we completed it. That was our last station. Fantastic. All right. I was one station behind. Nicely done, guys. That was 40 minutes of work. So come to a seated position on your mat. Cross your legs, right, like comfortably. Reach up and stretch overhead. Look up at your hands. And then bring the edge of the hands to the brow, the mind's eye. In gratitude, the edge of the hands to the heart. In thanks, relax your shoulders. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up. I hope you enjoyed this program. Let me know about your experience, and I will see you next time. Bye.